You know, my living room houseplant display is my pride and joy. People walk by all the time here in downtown Denver just to see it, take pictures, and just to take in all the beauty. So why on earth am I tearing it down, and why would I leave the house a mess like this? Find out right now. So here's the current situation, guys. And you know what? This is, yeah, it is bad, but it's not as bad as it was a couple days ago. I mean, you couldn't even walk around in here because there were just plants scattered everywhere. My husband isn't talking to me right now, but I don't know why. I can't imagine why, you know. But there is a reason why I'm doing this, because I wanted to switch up the display, especially heading into the holidays. And this seasonal change comes with change, right? And change for the houseplants as well. Also, because of the lighting that comes in from my western-facing windows, the plants need readjusting. So before we get to the good stuff, I'm going to start things off with a little time-lapse explainer. You know, the one thing I failed to take into account with having to move all these plants is literally having to move all these plants and finding a place for them to go. But one after another, that's exactly what I did. Cleared out the area just so I could make more space to put in new lights that we got, some Govee cube lights, to add some color to the front display. It took so long, and also I wanted to make sure the windows were clean, the plants again were moved, and then onward to another light system setup. So I just got done moving one of the large humidifiers up here, a Levoit one that is controlled via Bluetooth, which is nice, and I can always see its progress and make sure that it's full, or if it needs to be refilled, that it can be refilled, and also I can control what humidity I want it at. But another thing in doing this new design is that I had to add more lighting over here, because I took my higher powered Sansi grow lights, the 40-watt range, and I have them on each side, and then I have a third one in the middle. But over here, I'm going to have a lot of my anthurium plants, and so I needed to take an extra one that I have that I believe is, let's see, this guy is 30, I think 36, 38, somewhere in the 30s. It's a little bit lower, but it'll be perfect for my anthurium. And so I also went on to Amazon, like with the black poles that you see there, the lamps that the grow lights are attached to. All of them are the same. They're all from Amazon, and they were all like less than $20. You can always find them at a super cheap rate. So I highly recommend it. And if you have Amazon Prime, the nice thing is that you get them overnight. So I've had this one sitting in a box for the last couple of weeks because I got it. Boy, I don't even remember when. But I've been wanting to do this for a while and just clearly haven't had the time. And it has turned into quite the project. So yeah, what we're going to do is, because I used to have, if you remember in some of my past videos, I used to have the humidifier over here on this piece. But what we're going to do is I wanted to elevate the humidifier like the humidifier is elevated on that side. That way it shoots out over the entire display. And there's also fans up front, which produce really nice airflow, which is incredibly important to have airflow when you're dealing with humidity, because you don't want humidity just kind of like sticking around. Not only is it not good for your plants, but it's also not good for your home. You don't want mold and mildew and all that gunky stuff growing. So what we're going to do after I figure out how to get every single time, too, I kid you not, yes, okay, they are under $20, but it's a pain in the butt to get all this plastic stuff off. And I think I can get it. It might take 10 minutes, but, you know, I appreciate you guys sticking around. Actually, in the meantime, while I'm doing this, I'm curious to know, because I've asked you this before, like, what are your favorite type of grow lights to go with? Do you like Sansi? Do you like Soltec? Do you like Barina? Mind you, the grow light bars that I have in the front of the display, all of those bars are Barina, and I love them because they come in a variety of colors. I think that they're like 20 watts, so they're not overly aggressive, but you know, with western-facing windows over here, I'm getting enough bright, indirect sunlight that comes in. It's kind of like they're just support for these off months, you know? Okay, so now that we have this all set, we'll clean up that mess in a moment here. We are now going to put in our bulb. And where did I put that bulb? There we go. So yeah, this is Oh, actually, you know what? This is actually the Soltec bulb, the one that I was going to put upstairs in my office. So if you just give me a second, I will go and get the right one. All right, that was just one of a million mistakes that I've made so far in this whole process, but it also did give me an opportunity to set up a wider cam of the mess that I'm trying to create something beautiful into. But I did get the right Sansi bulb. Why I put a old Soltec bulb inside of a Sansi box probably does make sense to me because I just wouldn't even think about it, I guess. Anyway, so we have the right bulb, and we're just going to screw it in hither. And I did take off the thing because I was using it prior to this. And yeah, what I like about these ones is, I don't know, I've ever since I did a grow lights segment a couple episodes back, which I'll link up above, that you guys can watch if you haven't seen it already. I noticed a vast difference in my plants growing. Now, don't get me wrong, because like Soltec, Marina, man, oh man, do they do wonders. But these lights in particular, I I had never seen my plants just so happy about it. It's kind of crazy because it's just crazy, basically, how plants react to different grow lights. And so, honestly, I recommend all the brands, but for me, for a while, Sansi will be the one to go with. Although, another thing I like about their lights is the fact that they also have like dimmers with them, especially the larger ones in the 40-watt range. And so, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, because I like having my grow lights on a self timer. That way I can not have to worry about shutting them off each night. And so what I do is on Amazon, I found these Casa plugs, and they're really cheap. I mean, you can sometimes get like 4 for $20 on them, especially around the holidays or when they have big sales and stuff. And you can set timers. So a lot of my grow lights are set on these, and so they all go off at like 10 p.m. And it's really convenient. And so all I have to do is basically just, plug it in and then install it into my Wi-Fi system. Have the app ready to go, and boom, bam, it is all set. And back here, I do have a light up strip, an energy strip. So let's see here. Without unplugging like a million things in the process, I'm going to try and plug this baby in. Yeah. And what's nice is that I have everything separated back here, so no risk of any issues, because that's the last thing I'd want. And we have success. Okay. So this will be great. I'm really excited about this because adding in this extra grow light is going to, not only provide the light that I want for my anthurium, which will go here in this corner, but it will also give some nice backlight support to the Monstera Thai constellation. From an aesthetic standpoint, I know at night when people are like walking by outside, seeing the plants backlit from outside is going to look really sharp as well. So now that that is done, we have had this area over here just blank, and it really pains me because up against the other side of the TV, I have a beautiful Dracaena that I've had forever, and it just kind of creates vertical space. And so when you're in an area that has vertical space, we have 20-foot ceilings, you really kind of just want to use that space as much as possible. So I recently repotted one of my bird of paradise. It's old. It's 2 other old leaves were just dying off. And so I stuck with the healthy leaf. I've never done that before. I have propagated a bird of paradise, and it has been, oh man, if you've never propagated one before, they are a pain to propagate. You have to basically like slice apart at the root and turn them into different plants. And so this was one of 3 plants that I created for my little baby plant that I had for, gosh, I think 7 years now at this point. But yeah, so I'm hoping, because it was the only healthy leaf left and I wanted the energy to transfer into it so it can produce new growth. But before I move that over here to fill in this space, what I want to do is I want to move this accent light up there so it'll hit the back of it. And then I have this old wicker basket. I think I probably got it at like a, I don't know, like a Home Goods or something like that, or maybe at a thrift shop. And I do need to clean it up on the outside because it's not the prettiest, but it will fit inside there. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take this and we are going to not hit the hue light up there, Kevin. Oh my gosh, I'm a mess, guys. I am a mess. And not hit these trailing lights and try to go in between there. Why is this like a jigsaw puzzle? Why do I do this to myself? Okay, so now we go hither and yay. Okay, cool. So now I'll put that at an angle closer to here for the TV to fill in that void. And that'll be nice to have kind of some area like that up there. And I'll rearrange that backlight to make it stand out a little bit more at some point. And then I'm just going to fill in this area and then focus on adding in some elevation over here. So let's continue on. In case you hadn't noticed, I got distracted by, cleaning off all the leaves of this philodendron splendid, but that's where we have to end it because all of my casa lights, the lights that I told you about on the plugs, they go out at exactly 10 p.m. and that means it's lights out for the plants and lights out for myself as well, especially since my husband and the dogs just walked in. So to see how everything turned out, make sure to tune in for part 2. See, he's just walking by and ignoring me just like that, guys. Just ignores me. But yeah, stay tuned for part 2. But in the meantime, check out this video in the corner because, there's some other really cool creative ideas that I did last Christmas in terms of using some plants to design your space. I want to appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, once all these grow lights go off.
Come on, Kuka. You want to go sleepy time? Let's go to bed. Come on, baby.